So let's get started in child's pose and we'll get moving. So fingertips up at the head of your mat. Take your knees nice and wide and get settled down into the floor. And for the first few moments, you've got nothing to do except let your body sink down into your mat in a space where you can come down out of your head and down into what's actually going on in your physical body. So take a full breath in together, fill yourself up, and exhale it out. Another breath like that, fill up, expand your chest, your upper back, and empty it out. One more, full breath in, full exhale out. And start to build your ujjayi breath, a long inhale with a pause at the top, a long exhale with a pause at the bottom, so that a rhythm starts to get created from the inside out. You can start moving that heat from the inside out. Downward facing dog. Move it around any way that you need to. Keep adding on to the breath. Start to fill up all the space in your lungs with your inhales and completely empty everything out on your exhales. Walk your feet up to your hands, hang in ragdoll. Pull the pit of your belly way in and up, and then you do what you'd like with your hands and your arms. Stretch out your low back, the middle of your back, right up to the ceiling. Press into your feet, rise all the way up to standing. Reach through your fingertips. Bring your thumbs to heart center. Set your intention for your practice. Pick something simple and clear to focus on. We'll send out those intentions with 3 ohms. Deep breath in. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, tricep pull with your weights. High push up and pause. Right knee to right elbow. Right knee to left elbow. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 big breaths here. In. Exhale it out. Good. 2 more. Fill up. Empty out. Last one, fill all the way. Exhale everything out. Move forward, feet to hands. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Rise up to standing, extended mountain. Reach through your fingertips. Forward fold. Halfway lift with your weights. High push up. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Purposeful exhale. Yeah, get the breath moving in and out. Breathe in. Empty out. Last one, fill all the way. Empty all the way. Step or jump to the head of your mat. Halfway lift with your weights. Fold down. Extended mountain, rise all the way up. Look up. Forward fold. Halfway lift, tricep pull. High push up. Knee tap. Knee tap. Low push up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Full breath in together. Big exhale. Press your thumbs down into the floor. Yeah, breathe in together. Press your chest to your thighs on your exhale. Good. 1 more. Empty to the pit of your belly. Look forward and move. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold down. Extended mountain. 1 more sun A. Reach up. Forward fold. Halfway lift with your weights. High push up. Knee tap. Knee tap. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in together. Clear it out. Yeah. Full inhale. Big exhale, like you're clearing space for something. 1 more breath. Get it all the way out. Jump to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose. Sink way back in your hips. Keep the breath flowing. It sounds amazing. So keep that going. Air in and out. Lift and spread your toes off the mat. Yes. One more breath here. Exhale to the right. Twist. Inhale, open your arms. Stay for the breath out. Back up to chair pose. Breathe in. Twist left on your exhale. Open up. Breath in. Stay for the whole breath out. Back up to chair. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High push up. Knee tap. Knee tap. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. Step through with weights in your hands or no, all the way up to the ceiling. Low push up, hands to the mat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left side, step through. Press those weights, those fingers all the way up to the ceiling. Low push up. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Take one breath in together. Full exhale out. Step or jump to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose for one breath this time. Reach, twist right. Inhale, open. Stay for the breath out. Good. Chair pose. Reach, twist left. Inhale, open. Stay for the twist. Back up to chair. Forward fold. Halfway lift, tricep pull. High plank. Knee tap, knee tap. Low plank. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior. Step through. One big breath to reach up. Low push up. Hands to the mat. Upward facing. Down dog. Left side. Step it through. Plug your big toe mount straight into the floor. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Full breath in. Clear it all out. Step or jump. Halfway lift with your weights. Fold down. Chair pose. Breath in. Twist right on your exhale. Open up. Breathe in. Stay for the exhale. Good. Chair pose. Reach. Twist left. Inhale. Open. Stay for the whole breath out. Chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High plank. Knee on the right. Knee on the left. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. Step through. Stretch your arms up long. Low push up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Step your left foot through. Fully connect the sole of your foot to the earth. Low push up. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. One breath in together. Big exhale out. Move forward. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose, breath in. Twist right on your exhale. Inhale to open. Stay for the breath out. Back up to chair. Stretch. Twist left. Inhale, open. Breathe out and stay. Back up to chair. Fold. Halfway lift, tricep pull. High push up. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Knee tap. Knee tap. Low plank. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. Come bring your thigh parallel with your mat. Yes, nice and low. Chaturanga. Big breath in up dog. Let it out and down dog. Opposite foot. Step through warrior one. Chaturanga. Hands to the mat. Let's get in the rhythm of it. Let the heat get moving. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Full breath in. Sigh it out through your mouth. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose. Last sun B. You got it. Twist right. Inhale. Open. Breathe out and stay. Back up to chair. Breath in. Twist left. Inhale. Open. Stay for the twist. Back up to chair. Forward fold. Halfway lift with your weights. High plank. Knee on the right. Knee on the left. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right side. You got it. Step through. Go. Take your gaze all the way up. Chaturanga. Gaze to the floor. Upward facing. Downward facing, left side, step through and connect. Gaze all the way up. Low push-up, gaze to the floor. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Oh, yes. Definitely an awakening section for sure. Send your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and open your hip. Stay right here and breathe. That steady, rhythmic 4-part breath. Bring it back in. Then you can stay in 3-legged or flip your dog. Go all the way over. Nice transitions. Beautiful. Press your feet way down into the floor and then reach up and out through your chest. Make more space between your collarbones. And then if wheel pose is there for you already, take the wheel. And if not, cactus arm, open up your chest. Nice, Chelsea. Beautiful. Flip back over, side plank. Weight in your left hand and up to the ceiling. Let your eyes land on one spot. Flex both of your ankles a lot. Yeah, there you go. Now float your top leg up to the sky. Whether your bottom knee's on the ground or not, just float that top leg up. We'll do some ankle tops and back. Lower the top one towards the bottom one. 5, 4, eyes on one spot. 3, 2, you got it. 1, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Send your left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and open your hip. Yeah, stay right here. Steady, rhythmic breath. Slow and controlled. Flip your dog. Yes, I love that. You guys are doing so much work with that and it's showing. Now open up your chest. Take the wheel or take the cactus arm and just keep inviting that space deep down into your body. Flip back over, side plank. Weight in your right hand and up to the ceiling. Then let your eyes land on one specific spot. So it helps with the leg lifts and lowers to have flexed ankles and spread toes. So bring that piece in. Yes, like that. Then float the top leg up to the sky. Ankle taps. 5, 4, 3. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Low push up. Good work. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in together. Exhale it out. Yeah, sigh if you need to do that. Breathe in. Empty. Last one. Clear it all out. Step your right foot between your hands for a low lunge. So your hands are still on the mat. That front foot's right between your feet. Yes, we're going to do some jump switches. So if you don't know what that means, you'll have your foot down between your hands and switch to the other foot and switch to the other foot. So your hips stay low the whole time. You'll do 6 of them. Ready? Go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with your right leg in front. Yes, crescent lunge. Rise up. Hands up to the ceiling. Then bring the breath back in because everyone held their breath through the jump switches. Press your back thigh way up to the ceiling. So if your heart rate is high, use your breath to slow it back down. Like an active choice to slow that beat back down. Hands to heart center. Twist right. Open up your arms. And then if you can't hear your neighbor breathing or the person across the screen from you breathing, breathe louder so they remember, they come back in the room, back down in their body too. One more inhale. Stay for the whole exhale. Warrior 2, uncoil. Take up lots of space on your mat in your warrior 2. Then everyone lunge 2 inches deeper. Yes, right there. Extended side angle. Bring your elbow to your thigh or fingertips by your front arch. Keep that big, long line of space from top hand to the back edge of your left foot. Half bind or full bind. A wide open chest toward the side of the room. And if you make a choice that now shortens your breath or makes it harder to breathe, dial it down so the breath can stay present. One more inhale. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take one breath in. Clear it all out. Left foot between your hands. Low lunge. Get yourself set up. Now you know where you're headed. You're going to do jump switches. Hips stay low towards your mat. Go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with the left foot forward, crescent lunge, rise up. There's this piece that you don't talk about a lot in yoga, like, yes, breath, of course, breath to move the heat, of course, and breath to choose whether or not your heart rate is up or down. Choose to slow it back down so you can focus. Hands to heart center, twist left. Open up your arms. Press your back thigh way up to the ceiling. Yes, Darcy, there you go. Powered up back leg where the muscle can hug right into your leg bones. One more inhale here. Stay for the whole exhale. Twist, twist, twist. Warrior 2. Take up all the space in your warrior 2. So there's the comfortable warrior 2 where you're like, yeah, I'm kind of hanging out. I can be here a while. Come deeper than that. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Extended side angle. Because I'm not going to know. You'll know if you're kind of cheating yourself a little bit and holding back. Go all the way to the edge of every single pose. Full expression here. The bind or both arms forward. Pull the pit of your belly way in and up. Yes, like that. One more inhale. High to low push up. Love when chaturanga is the release pose. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in together. Sigh it out. Yeah, you can make more noise than that. Breathe in. Clear it. Yes, one more. Exhale it out. Step or jump forward, feet to hands. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose and stay. Way back into it. Dial up the breath. Let that breath go all the way down into your torso and fill up all of the nooks and crannies. Go from chair pose to iron footstool. Rise to the ball mounds of your feet and reach your hands to the front of the room. I know, thighs parallel with the mat. You got it. Hands to heart. Drop your heels. Twist to the right. Oh, stay in it. Open your arms and spread your fingertips apart. Stay in the heat of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chair pose, forward fold. Take your first 2 fingers around your big toes. An active fold, chest down towards your shins. Yeah, and if you want to shake out your head, yes and no, to get your neck loose, good. You go ahead and do that. Come back to your breath if it got away from you. Crow pose from the head of your mat. You're taking 2 tonight, so if you want to take side crow, you'll have a chance to do the other side in just a moment here. Spread out your fingers super wide. Gaze in front of your fingertips. Yes. Trust that your hands have got you, right? They're supporting you as much as your feet and ankles can support you. Press the ground away. Yes. One more breath. Step or jump back, chaturanga. Nice, Cole. Upward facing. Downward facing. Breath in together. Big breath out. Move forward. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose and stay. Dial up the breath as a way to regulate where the work is happening in your body so the whole body can do a little bit instead of just the legs doing all of it. Iron footstool, come forward. Thighs parallel with the floor, heels up as high as they can go. Yes, Jenna. Drop your heels, hands to heart twist left. Open your arms. Right in it. Muscle to bone connection on those legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chair pose. Forward fold. Gorilla. Step on your palms. Toes all the way up to your wrists. Steady breath. The heart rate goes up. You choose to slow it back down. Crow number 2 from the head of your mat. You might play around with working on pressing up to an inversion here. If that's in your practice or you want to try that on, go ahead and try that on. Let it be a little messy in here. This is the practice space for that, for you to let something be not perfect. Yeah, and explore what it takes to get from point A to point B. Nice. One more breath here. Step or jump, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big inhale together. Clear it out. 2 more. Breath in. Exhale. Last one. Empty it out. Move forward. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold down. Rise all the way up to standing. Eagle pose, right side. Right arm under, right leg over. Then it got quiet, so bring the breath back in. Like all of the really big movements out of the way. The heat is here, the sweat is here. Great. Now start to pull all of your muscles into center line. Keep your arms bound. Take airplane with your legs. Press your lifted foot straight back behind you. Then pull the pit of your belly in and up to catch the balance. Yes, like that. Then stretch your arms back for full airplane. Nice. The more you work your core into each and every pose, the lighter the balance becomes. Half moon, open up. Same with that transition to half moon. If the belly is pulled in and up, the ribs are knit together, there's a lightness that happens in the transition. You can stick with half moon or take sugar cane and grab a hold of your top ankle. You choose. Eyes on one spot. One more breath. Both feet to the floor. Eagle pose, left side. Left arm under, left leg over. Eyes on one spot and then restart the breath. New pose, back to the breath. Yeah, because really that's a big piece for a lot of you who have been practicing for a long time. Making the consistent breath in every single pose is a huge leap forward in your practice. Keep your arms bound, airplane with your legs. Press the center of your heel straight back behind you. So far back, it straightens out your lifted leg. Full airplane. Nice transitions. Pit of the belly stays in and up. That's where the balance happens. Open to half moon. Keep that lifted ankle super flexed. The leg will stay lighter. Yes, good adjustments when the ankle is flexed. Stay or sugar cane. Grab that top ankle. Heart wide open. Past the long edge of your mat. Last breath. Feet to the mat. Eagle pose, right side, second set. You got it. Some of you are coming up against the like, whoa, okay, yes, got to focus. I'm staying in here. Get out of your head and back down into your body. That bumping up against the thing is your brain going, hey, pay attention to me. Hey, I want to distract you. Stay down in your body. Take warrior 3. Reach your arms to the front of the room and press your foot to the back of the room. You can interlace your fingers or have your hands apart. Either one is fine. Press out through your fingertips and foot. Standing splits, hands to the floor or your standing ankle. And you can play with bringing one hand or both onto your ankle if you'd like. Yeah, because the floor is there to catch you if you need to take your hands back to the floor. Nice. One more breath. Both feet to the mat. Rise up. Left side eagle. Second set. Back into the breath. That full restart, the 4-part breath that gives you the space, the time, everything that you need to get each pose to the fullest potential. Warrior 3. Even though the pit of your belly is pulled in and up, the breath can expand in your chest and upper back and make space there. Beautiful. Standing splits. You decide where your hands need to go. Nice. Some of you are working on walking the hands down or touching down first, getting stable, and then putting hands on ankle. All of these things are good things. Just keep doing the work. Last breath to lift your foot up. Both feet to the mat. Rise up to standing. Standing bow or dancer's pose, right side. If you're taking standing bow, soft crease of your elbow is out so your shoulder can get on the back side of your body. Take your pose. Breath more than anything else with this one. Let the shape of the pose happen and then bring breath down into it. Bring your exhales down into your standing foot so it's stable and grounded. Yeah. One more inhale. Left side. Standing bow or dancers. Just keep that breath moving the whole way through the transition and into the next pose. Steady and rhythmic. So the pose gets light. There's a lightness to it, an effortlessness to it. One more breath. Right side, second set. I want you to put your focus on your hips on this next one. A lot of you have the hip turning out of the leg that you've got lifted up. Square your hips to the floor and then press the knee straight back. Press the shin straight back. So for some of you, you won't be able to go as far back. Totally fine. Keep squaring your hips down towards the floor. Yes. Huge difference. One more breath. Left side. Same work on this side. Square the hips and then press straight back. And there's so much focus on that hip being square. Yes, that the breath got a little quiet. So those two pieces, the only two things to focus on: square hips, yes, and breath. Last inhale. Both feet to the floor. Tree pose, right side. You've got two options. You could do weights in your hands, cactus arms, or cow face bind. Left hand up on top, right hand on the bottom. If you can't reach your fingertips, you can hold on to a band or your shirt. Stand up nice and tall in center. If you've got the weights and you're tapping your hands overhead, go for 10, 9, 8. Keep breathing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Either cactus arms or switch the arm on top for the binds. Then eyes locked right on one spot. Hands moving in the tree pose makes the balance a lot trickier. So keep your eyes locked on one spot. Tap overhead for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet to the mat. Come up to the head of your mat if you're not there already. Extended mountain. Reach your hands up high. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High push up and pause. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side triangle. Step through. A big step. You can use your hand on your block or your water bottle. And stretch through your top fingertips. Open them up. Right back into that purposeful breath. Now as a more specific tool, right? To make bigger space in your body, to connect your feet further into your mat. You can take this into a back bend and open up your chest toward the ceiling. More space. Press into your feet. Rise all the way up. Side facing wide leg fold. Both of your feet face the side of the room. And we'll do some hamstring work side to side. So weights or no weights, both are fine. If you have the weights in your hands, put the right weight down in front of your left foot, the left weight down in front of your right foot. Twist and pick up the one in front of your left. Twist and pick up the one in front of your right. Side to side like that. Keep the softness in your knees so the work stays in the back of your thighs, back of your hamstrings. Go for the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press down and rise up. I know that one kind of sneaks up on you. Namaste, front facing forward fold. Hands behind your back in a bind. Hinge forward. Bring the breath back into it, steady and rhythmic. There's more room for bigger inhales now. So draw more air into your lungs. Push more air back up and out. Eyes glued to one spot. Let your brain bump up against it and you choose to stay down in your body. Twisting triangle. Left arm down, right arm straight out. Bring yourself out in a way that even the pit of your belly, the space below your navel, goes in and up and into the twist with you. You can stay right here or take twisting half moon and float your back leg up to the sky. Yeah, it takes scooting a little bit further forward, like the block or water bottle further forward to catch that balance point. One more breath. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side triangle, step through. It's your opportunity. All of this works so that you can reconnect to the floor. You've got all of the stuff out of the way, and now your feet can really connect to your mat. Now space can truly happen here in triangle pose. Open up that space, turn it into a bit of a back bend, but a back bend that's balanced with a stable foundation. Nice, Christina. Rise all the way to stand. Side facing wide leg fold. You've got two options. You can interlace your fingers at your low back and fold forward, or wide leg handstand hops. So if you're taking those wide leg hops, spread out your fingertips nice and broad on the floor. And then you can play at first with just letting the weight come into your palms and your feet get a little light. They don't even have to come off the floor. Then maybe you're playing around with hops. Yes, eyes glued to one spot, really specific about it. Let the sweat drip. Let the stuff move around. One more hop. Release your hands down. Rise all the way to stand. Namaste front facing. Take your bind. Feet at least hip width distance apart, if not a little wider. Yeah, good adjustment so that your hips can be square to the front edge of your mat. Fold down. Dial up the breath again. Come back to it. There it is. And when you come back to your breath, you're not only holding yourself accountable in your own practice, but the person next to you is like, oh yeah, breath, and comes back, and now they're accountable. You're helping each other build the practice together. Twisting triangle. Doing the work not only for yourself on your mat, but to help build the community around the practice, around the things that you're up to. Soften your toes. Twisting half moon. The moment your foot leaves the floor, flex your ankle. Yes, there it is. One more breath here. High to low push up you go. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in together. Clear it out. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. Last one. Empty it all out. Roll out to a high plank. Start breathing again. Slow race your neighbor to the floor, but breathe on your way down. That's the stipulation. You've got to have breath the whole way down. Yes. Darcy, Roy's holding it in. Cole's holding it in. Well, you guys can hang out in chaturanga a little while longer, and we're going to move on to Superman. Reach your arms straight out in front. Yes. Not that it's competitive or anything, right? It's just yoga. Yeah, but like maybe a little bit. Reach your arms out in front. Stretch and pull in the pit of your belly to spread your low back nice and broad. Big inhale. Lower down. Take your hips left and right. Second set of Superman. If you want to have a weight or a block between your hands in front, great. Just work that integration in your core to balance it out so that your back still has space. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Good. One more breath. Lower down. Take it side to side. Floor bow. Grab a hold of your ankles. Rise up. Press your shins to the back of the room. Everybody flex your ankles and spread your toes apart. Yes, there it is. So they can help open up your shoulders and stretch the front side of your body out. One more breath. Lower down. Take it side to side. Floor bow number 2. Hands can go on the outsides of your ankles or on the insides with your soft creases of your elbows facing out like you would in standing bow. Make your choice with your hands. Rise up. Press, press, press with your shins. Let most of the work. Yeah, it's a totally different stretch in your forearms when you have that different grip. One more inhale. Lower down. Take it side to side. Upward facing dog. Rise up off your mat. Downward facing dog. Press back. One breath in. Big exhale out. Look between your hands. Jump through to sit. Come down onto your back for bridge pose. Yes. Coming down to the floor in Yoga Ignite, I feel is like just chef's kiss. The best thing. Press your feet down into the floor. Rise up. Interlace your fingers at your low back and then really tuck your shoulder heads underneath you so your chest can stretch out up toward the ceiling. One more inhale. Lift. Lower down. Take your knees side to side. Bridge number 2. Press into your feet. Rise up. Big toe mount straight down into the floor. So it's the inner line of your legs that are doing most of the work here. Bring your right knee into your chest. Press your right foot up to the sky. Pulse your hips up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Left foot up to the ceiling. Pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Knees side to side. I know, I see you doing that work. All right, yogis, time for wheel pose. Plant your palms on the floor. Rise up. Up and away from the mat. Yes, yes. Like no hesitation because you've done all of this work to get to this space. Tuck your chin and come down. Take a full breath in together. A full breath out. Number 2, bridge your wheel, press down and rise up. Send your heart up and out past your collarbones. Tuck your chin and lower. Breathe in together. Full breath out. Number 3, halfway point. Press down, rise up. Yes, I love the zero hesitation. Eyes glued to one spot. Lower down. Breathe in. Breath out. Number 4, you got it. Press down, rise up. Yes, now what's possible? Can you bring your right knee to your chest and then send your right foot up to the sky? Yes. Lower down. Breath in. Breath out. Wheel pose. Rise up. Big open chest. Now it'll be your left knee in and your left foot up to the sky. Stretch. Tuck your chin and come down. Breathe in together. Full breath out. You got it. One more. Bridge your wheel. Full body expression here. Total body expression. Maybe you come up to standing from wheel. Yeah, let that be a possibility. One more breath. Lower down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Air high five your neighbor. Yeah, that was a lot of good work. Air high five your neighbor. And set your gaze up at the ceiling on one point. Everybody take a long breath in through your nose. Exhale it through your mouth. Yeah. All that extra stuff coming up to the surface. Just let that go somewhere else. Be somewhere else. Happy baby or dead bug. If grabbing the backs of your thighs feels more comfortable, like you've got more space than grabbing your feet, then grab the back of your thighs. Yeah. Legs straight up to the sky. Hands behind your head. Lower your right leg down halfway to the floor. We're going to do some scissor legs with your hands behind your head. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, switch your legs. Your belly's way down to the floor. Stay right here. Breathe in. Exhale, switch. Good. Breath in. Exhale, switch. You go at your pace now with your breath. Switch is always on the exhale, so you get that integration through your core down to the mat. Keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into your chest. Rock up to boat pose with either your weights or a block at heart center. If you don't have the block, no big deal. You can just have your hands at heart center. That works too. Sit up nice and tall. Just row the boat side to side. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Keep breathing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in. Downward facing dog. Make your way there. Oof. It is roasty toasty in here tonight, folks. Thank you for adding to that. The heater has not turned on a single time. Right side half pigeon. Right knee to right wrist. See, it doesn't take a ton of people in the space to make the room hot. It takes you generating heat, generating tapas from your physical bodies that makes the room warmed up. So really, even in the wintertime, if you really got your breath going really sufficiently from the beginning of your practice, the heat still wouldn't need to kick on. You're generating enough energy to heat the entire space on your own. We'll keep that breath flowing. Your exhales could get longer here too. Now at this point in your practice, longer to clear out the last little bit of whatever it is you need to get rid of. That bit of whatever it is you want to leave behind and not have to worry about the rest of your day. Downward facing dog. Left side half pigeon. Let your body, let your bones get settled down into the half pigeon. Where there's no resistance, right? Like it takes all of the poses before the hip openers to get to this space so that you can get out of your own way. So that when your brain comes knocking to distract you, you're like, nope, I'm already here. Not interested. I'm up to something right now, not interested in a distraction. Downward facing dog, shake it out. Frog pose and studio facing the windows. And then Ratana and Christina, however you want to set up your frog. You can take a block for underneath your forehead or underneath your chest if that feels like a good fit for you. As your body starts to open up a little more in the hip opener and your wide leg fold, just start to lean into that a little bit. So the shape of the pose and gravity itself will just pull you down a little bit more. Step into that space. More of an allowing of a thing to happen versus forcing a thing to happen. Activate your feet and your toes. Keep them in your practice. Yes, Kira, good adjustment. few more breaths here in your frog. Give it up. Whatever the thing is, give it up. Let the pose take over. Slowly make your way out. And a seated single leg extension, right side. We're going to try something a little different in seated single leg extension, and it's fun in quotations. So in your seated single leg extension, make sure Christina and Retina can see me. Right leg out, left heel in. I want you to put your fingertips maybe templed on the side so you can sit up nice and tall. So the tendency will be to round your spine to make this easier on your quad and your hamstring. Sit up nice and tall and lift and lower that leg, nice and controlled. I know. So if it's like a 1/4 of an inch, excellent, and then bring it back down. When your quad's like, I don't know if I like this, just bring it up and bring it back down. Keep doing that for 5, 4, I know, 3, 2, stay up tall, 1. Now fold over that leg. There's so many fun things on Instagram, and I'm like, yes, this is a good thing. This I will add. Toes up to the ceiling. Steady rhythmic breath. No matter the level of challenge, the level of work, or how many things you've got going on, always breath. Then gate pose. Plant your left palm behind your hip, reach through your right fingertips and stretch out the front of your body, stretch out the top of your thigh. Lower down and switch legs. Left leg out, right heel in. Get nice and tall. So this leg can get an equal amount of fun. Flex your ankle. Start to get that up off the floor, nice and tall. Yeah, blocks are a good addition. Great. Get a couple of them in to get the situation. Tall spine. Then 5 more reps. See if you can slow the floor, slow the lowering to the floor. 3 and 2, 1. Fold forward. It's amazing to me that such a small movement is like wah in the top of your leg. Lots of information with not a lot of effort. I should say not a lot of movement, not a lot of effort. Gate pose, palm behind your hips, stretch and open up. Reach through those fingertips. Lower your hips, seated forward fold. Hinge right at your hips. I'm not even sure if you probably could do both legs at the same time and then lower down. We're going to skip that part for right now. We'll hinge forward. Maybe you'll get lucky on Tuesday next week and we'll add that piece in too. Let there be a ragdoll-like quality to your spine, like a banana back, where you just melt over your legs, land where you're going to land. One more breath here. Stay for the whole exhale. Melt, melt, melt. Then fish pose, either with a block or with your hands tucked underneath your glutes. And you decide how you want your legs to show up in this pose tonight. So you can have your toes pointed straight ahead. Maybe you take Supta Baddha legs. And if you try one thing and you're like, that doesn't really fit right now, then choose something else. I think that's one of my favorite things about yoga, that yes, there's kind of a set sequence, but also there's so many different variations to every pose that you can have a completely different practice every single time. Get a different experience every single time. Take one more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Get all the way complete. Make your way onto your back. One last opportunity to get upside down. Whether that's shoulder stand, headstands, if you're working on handstands, you pick the inversion and know that the one that you pick is exactly the right one. Just go right for it. Yeah, waterfall's gonna have a block underneath. Great. You choose the inversion. Ooh, nice, Christina. You got your feet hooked on the railing. I love that. Bring the breath in here. With all of the extra stuff out of the way, now inversions with a clear mind are possible. The stacking of the bones and joints, lightness is possible. Headstands and handstands. You've got a couple more breaths, and then child's pose, no rush. Shoulder stands, make your way to plow. Long legs back behind you. Plow to deaf yogi. Hug your knees on either side of your head. And slowly bring your spine back to the floor, bone by bone. Nice control. And knees into your chest when you get there. Rock around on your low back. Supine twist right. Drop your knees, twist and look the opposite way. Supine twist left. Supta Baddha Konasana. Your bones get heavy, heavy bones down towards the floor, muscles that kind of melt and settle into where they belong. Shavasana. Your palms face up to the ceiling. Yeah, so your shoulder blades can tuck underneath you. Take a long breath in through your nose. Fill up, fill up, fill up. Exhale it out. Let your entire body rest easy on your mat. Deepen your breath. Bring some movement back into your hands and your feet. Plant your feet on the earth and rock onto your right side. And with your eyes still closed, press down and rise up. Take a comfortable seat. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. We'll finish up practice together with 3 final ohms. Take a deep breath in. Breath in through your nose. Exhale it out. Thumb knuckles to forehead center. Thank you all so much for showing up in the studio, for signing in online, and bringing the fire tonight. Namaste. Good work, everybody.